Okay. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, some folks join. Today, I am just going to be doing some writing. I'm working on my next book, which is a romantasy. It follows a non binary knight and a princess. And yeah, they take on a kingdom. So I'm working on that. I'm getting ready for the final big battle. But first, I need to share this so folks know that I am live. So that is what I'm going to be doing right now. So bear with me. I'll put on some lo-fi tunes in a bit and then get to typing. But that is it, really. I'm just going to be typing with some music on. So it'll be pretty mellow. I've got my coffee in my BTS mug that I created myself. That's my artwork. But it's a little BTS mug that I made. So I got my coffee. This is the Pride edition of Write With Me. And yeah, it should be exciting. But so I live in like a pretty rural location in Nebraska, and there's the closest Pride celebration to me is probably like 3 hours away or 3.5. And I had originally scheduled a Pride writing retreat for today. So I do virtual writing retreats, and it was right with Pride, and it was supposed to come in, or it was supposed to start earlier this morning, but I ended up canceling it this week because I didn't have anyone. I had one person sign up for a day full of writing and speakers, and I always find queer authors that come and talk and everything, and I just didn't have anyone sign up for it this year, so I didn't do right right with Pride that way, but I decided to do it this way. So I'll do some writing, and hopefully you can write with me, and we can celebrate Pride through writing our stories. So that's kind of the gist today. I wonder if I should find some like a Pride playlist, and then we can listen to music while we write. I wonder if that would work. But I'll probably be online for about an hour. I usually do these for an hour, and do some writing sprints plus some chats and go from there. But like I said, I'm kind of sharing things right now to get the word out. that I am writing. And okay, I think that'll be it. But if you're a writer, I would love to know what you're working on. If you're here to craft, I want to know the same thing. Like, what are you working on? What are you writing? What are you crafting? Um, I am working on my next novel, which is it's a romantasy, non-binary knight and a princess take on a kingdom, and I'm going into the final battle. So I'm getting ready to write that right now. Um, and yeah, it should be good. I'm a little nervous. I want the battle to be absolutely epic. Like, I want it to be like heart wrenching, just like makes your gut clench type of battle. Um, and I want our knight to really like get put through the ringer, and I want our princess to come through and kind of like save them again, because that's kind of the theme of the book. And see where it goes, I guess. But it should be good. Should be good. I am hoping to publish this next book early 2027. But if I can get it out there sooner, that'd be awesome. Now that Echoes of Us is done, I can continue to market that, but also focus on other books. So should be good. But anyways, let's get to typing. So I'm gonna put on some lo-fi music and get to work. I'll probably type for like 20 minutes this first round, this first sprint, and then chat at the top of the hour, and then move on from there. And we're listening to the best of BTS, a 1 hour piano collection, after we make it through the ad. All right. Let's get to writing. Carly! Hello! Oh, I'm glad you made it. What chapter are you on now, Carly? Chapter 12, because you're not happy with it. Yeah. That sucks. It's a terrible feeling when you like write something and then it just doesn't feel right. I am a fan of what you just said. I fully believe in like doing a really rough draft of something and then just like leaving it and moving on for a while and then maybe going back to it after you've let it sit for a bit. And edits are always so helpful. Yeah. Chapter 12 needs more emotion. Or chapter 13. Oh, yeah, Wednesday. I'm going to send you a message right now, actually. I have it pulled up. Okay. Chapter 12. Sometimes it's hard and you're like emotionally drained, and then you have to write while you're already just emotionally out of it. That takes a lot. And then you're even more drained after you've spent hours writing all these emotions and in your feels and everything. Oh, yeah, the quitting vaping like while doing all that other stuff is just like insane. That's gotta be just stressful, and I imagine just not having something to fidget with as much is probably a big part of it too.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. For a limited time, when you get a new Apple Card and purchase
All right, that was our first 20 minutes of sprinting. I know I talked through some of it, but I can't help myself. But hopefully, you got some words down. We'll take like 2 to 5, 3 to 5 minutes and just chat a little bit, and then we'll start another sprint. Um, let's see, what do I want to chat about? I am having a launch party for my book on Tuesday, the 16th. It is for Echoes of Us. This is my author's copy. So I've marked it up and I'm ready to do some readings from it. It's Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time, and it is going to be pretty fun, I think. We are going to kind of play a game. We're going to have some readings, we're going to have some giveaways. We're going to talk about the book, of course, and talk about the process behind writing Echoes of Us. You know, it took me almost like 20 years to write it. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about where it takes place and kind of how I developed the story. So we're going to cover quite a bit. And it should be fun. I think there's probably about 10 folks or more that have signed up already. So I'm pretty excited for that. And if you want to sign up, you can go to ardencoots.com and grab a free ticket. And I will send you the Zoom link. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's going to be really good. I've done virtual launches before. I did one during COVID times that was fun. It was only like 2 people on the launch, one being my mother and one being her friend. So, you know, it was not like a huge launch. But this one seems to have quite a few more folks interested in participating. So I'm very excited for that. Um, I am a little nervous for the launch, honestly. I don't know how the book is going to be received, which I think every author, of course, thinks about. Um, Especially when it comes to the ending for mine. I think some folks will like it, and I think some folks will not. So maybe that will make more people want to read it. If there's some like conversation around how it ends. Um, but I just don't know. I don't know how it. I don't know how well it's gonna do. I guess I don't have really any expectations for it, so I'll be happy with anything really. Uh, and yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited to see how it does. So that's what I'm looking forward to next week. Um, and then getting The Crown We Bury done and ready to start that publishing journey with it. That's my two big writing focuses right now. But let's go ahead and move into our next round of sprints. We'll do another let's do a 15-minute one. That'll take us to 20 after. And then we'll do another pause and chat a bit more. So let's get to writing. Hi, welcome. I can't quite see it. Sparlet, I think. I need my glasses. So far away. All right, that was our second sprint. How'd it go? Did you get anything? Any work done? I finished a chapter and started the next one. Um, I'm kind of dancing around the final battle scene, like getting all the pieces put into place so that when they go into battle, it's like gut wrenching. So I'm building up to it, but I think in the next chapter or two, I'll hit the battle, so it'll be good. Oh, your sister called, Carly. Well, hopefully this next sprint you'll be able to get some writing in. Let's see. Today's Saturday, so I'm going to a bluegrass um, concert, I guess, tonight in a town that's like 15 minutes away called Long Pine. Oh, you did manage to send out an email? Hey, yeah, that's a win. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do some writing sprints. Uh, do this for at least until 4 here, and then I might take a nap to prepare myself for the bluegrass concert tonight. And then I'll head out to that. And then tomorrow I've got, I'm not playing softball, but I'm going for moral support for a friend that is playing. So I'm going to go to two softball games to watch my friend Sabri play. And then we'll be on to the next week, which means work, which is a thing I have to do, unfortunately. Um, oh, I feel that, Carly. I don't. Food is difficult. Like, I almost went to Subway for like every meal this last couple of days, but I've managed to stop myself from doing it, but I'm just like, oh, it'd be so easy just to go get a sandwich. I just don't even want to make my own sandwiches. Yeah. Subway is actually like the only, I guess, quote unquote, fast food place that we have in town. Um, I would kill for some McDonald's. The closest McDonald's to me is like 45 minutes away, I think, or an hour. Love McDonald's. Delicious. I like the McFlurries mainly, but sometimes you just need to get one of their burgers and just enjoy that, you know? They're kind of like trash burgers, but they're so good. It makes no sense. They're delicious. Yeah, 45 minutes away for McDonald's. I think the closest mall and Walmart are like 3 hours away, 2.5, 3 hours. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. Except for Subway. And we have a Pizza Hut as well. But other than that, it's pretty remote. But let's do another. Let's do a 20-minute sprint. That'll take us to a quarter till, I think. And then we can chat for a bit, and then I'll probably call it quits for the afternoon. But let's do let's do a 20-minute sprint and get some writing done. All right, happy writing.
probably think Squarespace is just for websites, but you can also get a domain from Squarespace.
All right, that was our last sprint for this session, this chat with me writing live. I hope you got some stuff done. I hope, Carly, that you got a little bit of work done on chapters 12 and 13, and I hope anyone else that joined or was watching got a little bit of writing in or co-working or whatever you were working on. I hope that went well for you. Um, I got 2 chapters done, I think. Um, but I have to remind folks that like my chapters are not long. Like my book chapters are usually pretty short. Uh, so I'm able to like write quite a few chapters in a short period of time, especially if I know where I'm going with the story, which isn't always the case, but with this one it is like I actually have like a plan and know what I'm writing and how I'm getting there, so I'm able to move through them a little quicker. But yeah, so I got like 2 chapters done and I moved into a third one. Didn't quite get to the battle. I keep wanting to, like, I really want to write the battle scene, but I also want to make sure that I'm like leading up to it in a way that makes the battle more meaningful. So I'm kind of laying the groundwork still. Because I want Solus and Leora to have like this moment where Solus goes into battle and it's, maybe the last time they'll ever see each other. And I want it to be very dramatic and just like pull all the heartstrings. So I really want to like make the moments leading up to the battle as as meaningful as possible. So that's what I'm caught up in right now. But it's going really well. It's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited for this book. I wish I could publish it like tomorrow. I'm so excited for it. I already have an idea for the cover that I'm so very excited about. Um, yeah, it's going to be amazing. So, anyways, that's the crown we bury. Um, and I'm just super stoked to be working on it. But anyways, thanks for joining me, Carly. It's always fantastic to see you in a sprint. I look forward to chatting with you on Wednesday or whenever we're able to chat next. In the meantime, I will try to do another sprint. I'd like to do maybe like 2 sprints a month, um, like on weekends. So, or maybe Fridays and Saturdays. I don't know. I'll work it out. But yeah, I'd really like to keep doing sprints and maybe start doing a little bit more of them. So that's the goal going forward. But yeah, thanks for joining me. And I hope these are helpful. I know I enjoy doing them. So um, cool. Last plug, Echoes of Us comes out Tuesday, the 16th. Get a copy. Okay. Thank you. And Carly, I will see you in our group. I'll see you later. Bye.